Good evening, everyone. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for the opening prayer. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Bless us, Lord, as we gather today for this freeholder meeting. Guide our minds and hearts so we may work together for the good of our community. Help us to be generous in our outlook, courageous in the face of difficulty, and wise in our decisions. Amen. In compliance with the Open Public Meetings Act, this is to announce adequate notice of this meeting has been provided. Also, pursuant to the 2020 bylaws, rules, and regulations of the Board of Chosen Freeholders of the County of Burlington, time shall be set aside on the agenda for receipt of public comment. Public comment will be received with respect to agenda items prior to board consideration of resolutions to be adopted. An additional opportunity for public comment will occur later in the meeting. Public comment shall be limited to 5 minutes per speaker. Unused time may not be transferred to another speaker. Persons may speak once per public comment period. I direct the Deputy Clerk to enter into the minutes of this meeting, this public announcement, and the advance written notice of this meeting. Freeholder Hines. Present. Freeholder O'Connell.
Here.
Freeholder Pullian.
Here.
Freeholder Singh.
Here.
Director Hobson.
Here. I'm looking for a motion for approval of the minutes of the December 30th public meeting.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Are there any opposed? Any abstentions?
I abstain.
Duly noted. Motion passes. As we move on to public comments on the agenda, I want to remind you that this portion of public comment is limited to items on tonight's agenda. Anyone who wishes to speak on other topics will have a chance to do so at the second public comment section later in the meeting. Please note that this is public comment and your opportunity to provide us with input and feedback. This is not a question and answer forum. As a reminder, each speaker may only come up once per public comment portion. I understand that you may be passionate about your topic, but I would like to remind everyone to be courteous and respectful. Do we have any public comments on the agenda, items? Seeing none? Am I correct in seeing none? Okay. I will now close this portion of public comment and move on to our resolutions. I would like to make a motion to approve resolutions F1 through F6 with unanimous consent.
Second.
Are there any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion passes. Freeholder Pullian.
Thank you, Director. I would like to propose resolution F7, approval by unanimous consent.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Abstentions? Motion passes. Freeholder O'Connell.
Thank you, Freeholder Director. I'd like to ask for approval by unanimous consent of item F8.
Second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Abstentions? Motion passes. Next on the agenda is the nomination and election of one library commissioner for a five-year term effective January 1st, 2020 to December 31st, 2024. Do I have any nominations?
I'd like to nominate Heather Cooper.
Are there any other nominations? Hearing none, the nominations are closed. Please vote by name. Aaron, please do roll call.
Freeholder Hines.
Cooper.
Freeholder O'Connell.
Name is read.
Freeholder Pullian.
Heather Cooper.
Freeholder Singh.
Cooper.
Director Hobson.
Cooper. Motion passes. Congratulations to Heather Cooper. Are there any questions from the media? We will move on to public comment on non-agenda items. Once again, I would like to remind you that this is public comment and your opportunity to provide us with your thoughts. This is not a question and answer forum. A speaker may only come up once per public comment portion. I understand, again, that you may be passionate about your topic, but I would like to remind everyone to be courteous and respectful. Do we have any questions on non-agenda items?
Hello, my name is Roger Hare. I'm from Cinnaminson. I know this isn't an open question, but hopefully if I have two questions that they can be answered, at a later time. But one, I'd like to know, it's my understanding, for those of you, I'm sure that most of you probably recognize the name, I submitted an Oprah request back in October for emails regarding the dissolution of the Emergency Management Advisory Board last year. As of today, I still haven't had that Oprah request fulfilled. It's told now that it's not going to be until the 24th of January. I don't have a good feeling that it's going to be fulfilled by then because it's been pushed off 4 times now since the middle of October. So I'd like to know when I can expect to get those, to get that Oprah request fulfilled. 2, along the lines of the Emergency Management Advisory Board, it's my understanding that over the last month and a half, that the dispatch system went down. It wasn't just the 911 system that was transferred to Camden County, but it's my understanding that once it got to Camden County, they had no way of dispatching emergency services in the field. That it had to fall back on cell phones, and Camden County didn't have a list of phone numbers. And so for several hours on a Sunday afternoon, there were many fire departments and many emergency medical people around the county that it was very difficult getting a hold of them if someone had called 911. And from my understanding, it's not the first time it's happened since the new system's been put in place. And I'd just like to know what the Freeholder Board is doing to remedy that situation.
Mr. Harriman, if you would just see our Public Information Officer, Nicholas Gangini, and he'll take your information, okay?
Sure.
Are there any other comments? No other comments? Seeing none, we will close this portion of the public meeting and move on to freeholder comments. Freeholder Singh.
Thank you, Director. Happy New Year again to everyone. Short meeting, let's keep it this one. Thank you for everyone that makes the wheels go round and round. Back to you.
Thank you. Freeholder Hines.
Well, it certainly is a different perspective up here, and it's a nice, easy meeting, so thank you for gently easing me in. I want to thank Eve, Erin, Stacy, and Sander for all of your patience in getting me up and running. I now have email and a computer and a calendar, so I am ready to rock and roll. I'm in the process of scheduling meetings with my departments, so I really want to just hit the ground running and get really familiar with my departments. And finally, I just want to recognize today is Law Enforcement Appreciation Day, so I certainly want to thank all those that risk their lives every day to make sure that my family and I are safe. And thank you so much for coming out tonight, the few that did.
Thank you. Freeholder O'Connell.
Thank you, Freeholder Director. I hope everyone had a happy holiday, and I'd like to congratulate my colleague to my right here on being elected as Freeholder Director. And I hope Freeholder Director Thompson will have a wonderful term in office. And I want to welcome our newest colleague, Linda Hines, to the Freeholder Board. I know she's going to do a great job, and I hope that the county gets to see what I've learned about this young lady in the last year. She's a wonderful person and a great public servant. And I'd like to thank Tom Pulliam and Balbir Singh. Taking over for the first time in 40 years is a pretty daunting task. And the two of them, as both director and deputy director, did an outstanding job, and I wanted to just express my appreciation to both of them. I also want to acknowledge that today is National Law Enforcement Appreciation Day. With a last name like mine, you tend to have police and firemen in your family, and I have a cousin who's a retired New York City police officer, so I'm happy to do that today. And then Tuesday night, I had the honor to attend at our Emergency Services Training Center a graduation ceremony for firefighters and for our fire inspectors. I appreciated the invitation to attend. It was a wonderful evening on behalf of all of the freeholders. They gave me an opportunity to speak, and I told them that we appreciate what they do. Much like our law enforcement, people in emergency services, fire, EMS, they're volunteering and stepping forward the way they do. It helps to make Burlington County the great place that it is. And that's all, Freeholder.
Thank you. Deputy Director Pulliam.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Once again, I also want to thank all law enforcement and welcome our new sheriff. So, nice to have you around. Hope you're settling in, as I'm sure you are. And we look forward to working with you on all the good things you'll do over the Sheriff's Department. Once again, all the directors and deputy directors and department heads, thanks for the way you helped me out last year. I really appreciate it. And last but not least, Mrs. Hines, it's going to be a pleasure working with you. You're a dynamic individual, just like another one we have here. So we're looking forward to the ladies. Happy New Year to everybody, if I didn't get a chance to wish that to you, and have a safe trip home tonight. Thanks for coming.
Thank you. So I will keep it short and brief. Again, I would like to thank everyone who serves in a role in law enforcement. There's so many different capacities. So thank you so much for everything you do. It's a very special day to be able to celebrate you, so I thank you again. I'd like to thank my colleagues for entrusting me as the director for 2020. I appreciate your support. Happy New Year to everyone, and thank you for coming. And please continue to come to our meetings and hold us accountable. We need it. We need to hear what you want to say, what you believe, because it keeps us going, it keeps us grounded. So we thank you. I would like to thank everyone for coming tonight. I am now looking for a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We are adjourned.